Hi, I'm Victoria McMahon, and I'm an advocate with the Language of Consciousness Institute. It's November 7th, 2022, and it feels to be an auspicious moment in time for us as individuals and as well as those of us who are citizens in the United States. There's so much rising in our consciousness right now, so much to listen and pay attention to and for, and in relationship with, not only in ourselves, but also with others and as a collaborative community field, community experience that we're all having. That is the feeling of what is upon us. And how do we listen for that in ourselves? We are all unique human beings in this experience together on planet Earth. And in that, we all have unique ways in which we naturally or innately come to a listening in ourselves and what our unique own experience is, as well as how we are in a shared experience with others, with the planet, and how we as all as beings are navigating today's times. So immersing ourselves in what is rising can give us access to a deeper listening and a way to be with whatever the events are in our lives individually as well as collectively. And as an advocate for the Language of Consciousness Institute, I incorporate the templates of consciousness, the templates of creation, into my listening and building my capacity for a listening within myself, as a body having the experience that I'm having, as well as how my mind perceives events that are occurring in my own country as well as across the globe. It seems very apparent to me that this phenomenon of consciousness that's occurring around the globe has an intentionality to it. And what I mean by that is what is rising with the planet and all of her beings, with animals, with the plants, with the winds and the waters and the fires, that there seems to be some greater intentionality that's occurring. And we may or may not be in the listening of what that is for us and how we take in the experiences and move through the various events that are occurring. It's the eve of the 2022 midterm elections in the United States. And there's definitely, from my point of view, a seemingly interesting idea that I've sat with the last week or so. And for me, it's the idea that regardless of the outcome of the elections, it feels like we're still moving in the chaos of people's opinions, whether they are liking what the outcome is or not liking the outcome. They're simply in the opinion of one way of being with it or another way of being with it. And so as I sit with what's rising in me, there's this longing to not be on either side, if you will, to somehow find a way to navigate the circumstance regardless of whether the opinion is liking or not liking. How do I be in myself? How do I feel my own strength, my own capacity to move forward in life? And I think that's upon us all if we can consider how we are to move forward after the election, regardless of the outcome. What is it that is rising in us, in our communities, in our families, in our world, that gives our attention in a way that brings a sense of life enhancement? And for me, that means that I'm not at the effect of those external circumstances. I'm moving with and through and seeing what gives me a sense of ease, a sense of joy, a sense of strength in myself to bring that forward to others and to inform the planet in a way that takes care of. That's what's rising in me today. I'm immersing in that, um, having just come off of a community experience, in immersing in three notions. One is the power of choice. The second one is wisdom of community. And the third one is flow, finding flow in life. It's not exactly how it was said, but that's what's coming up, rising in me in the moment. And I'm really struck by how all three of these ways of perceiving can support us in being connected to, in generating ways in which our life is enhancing. And that as someone in the call said, that it's life generating as an adventure in what gives me joy, what gives me ease, what gives me a sense of calm, steady stability. And so that's what's immersing in me, what's rising in the moment. And these particular ideas are how I will take time for myself to write the creation templates on these ideas so that I can have more sense of ease, steadiness, and connection to life in a way that brings a movement forward. And so that's what's important for me in terms of um, having a conversation with you today. How do you take phrases like the power of choice in your life? How do you take that and embody that in your sense of who you are and how choice operates in you? How do you listen to your own body communicating what choices move you forward in life? What choices may not? And that we become aware when we're in a choice point that may not necessarily work on behalf of us. Well, how do we be with that awareness and offer new possibility to ourselves? New possibility might be registering that the thinking that I've had about that particular choice I made may not be on behalf of myself or others, and I have an option. I have the choice to be different. It may be tough to swim in this culture that says, "Oh, I need to be on the side of one thing versus another." And yet, we also have the choice to say, "I want to move forward with what is life enhancing for myself and others." And what would that choice look like? To explore that. The creation templates are a journey into exploring that. There's also a beautiful new immersing in this that you can attend. You can join beginning next week. If you've never done the creation templates, that's okay. You come into a community of people who've done a bit of writing creation templates and who've done them for years, and you're welcomed in. And I'll post at the end of this on Facebook. I'll post this conversation and I'll post the link if you would like to come and explore with us and see, how do you immerse yourself in what's rising, and how do the creation templates support you in finding what is the power of choice in you, what is the wisdom of community that feeds you, and what is the openness to flow in your life, in your interactions, in your communities, your families, and informing the whole world by you being present. There's a rippling. So I hope you find that the Language of Consciousness Institute is here for you to give you an opening into exploring who you are and how you are in that. Come and join us. Explore the Language of Consciousness Institute.com and enjoy spending time looking into what is life enhancing, life generating for you. Until next time, take good care.